Can you see me? You can see my smiles. Good morning. We got a lot of stuff to get to today. We got a big unboxing going. It's so much stuff. What's up, Jesse? Mongo, thanks for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Who is that? I can't even see anymore. Niaozi Master, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm here. Can't hear me very well? Oh, I've been messing with stuff. Does it change when I talk into the mic? I might have to tweak some things. I found some things kind of screwed up this morning when I logged in. So should I Oh, Tony, thank you so much. Look at this. Look at this. Like y'all can't even see the bottom of there it goes. Ah! We might have killed the stream right there. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. All right. Can you hear me now? Let me see. Let me see what I just broke. There were some volume issues when I logged in myself this morning. So let me know if there's more problems. I'm just looking around real quick at the settings here. So is it sounding okay? Can y'all give me some idea of whether it's going? Apple Arcade ad. I got an Apple Arcade ad this morning myself. Sounds better. Okay. We haven't taken Andrew's email to heart yet, so we got to figure that out for Andrew later. But yeah, we got all the unboxings. Like I've been waiting for this JetPens order, and I mentioned last week I only got a partial order, and since I was waiting for that, I was hoarding a few other items to. Sorry, I'm getting on my screens. To open just in case the JetPens order didn't come, so I had a stack of envelopes. I had things arrive that I didn't know were coming, so that added to the stack. And so we're gonna get into it today. So everyone have a good weekend. I know it's Tuesday, so you already had Monday, so it's past the weekend, but it still feels. I was so busy yesterday. It feels like another Monday today. It feels like yesterday was just kind of a blur with just working, getting things done. We got more Burton cases shipped. One of my friends came over to the house to hang out and talk business and fun stuff like that. And yeah, how are we doing this? We're gonna go smallest to largest for sure. Although my stack just crashed, so but it'll be smallest to largest. Car battery died over the weekend. That's never fun. Hopefully you were in a good place to get it taken care of. What number are you shipping for Burton's? 650. I'm through 650. So I only have about 250 left, which is honestly not that much. I can do 100 in a day, no problem. I just got to get the time to do it. So, I mean, probably by next week. So I clicked this community gift chest thing. I didn't really mean to do that. I was on my panel and I was like, oh, what's this? And I clicked it and it put a thing in there. You don't have to, that's if y'all want game stuff, which will, oh, Jesse, you're number 930, rip. It honestly won't be that long, like another couple weeks or something like that at the most. I think I have all the cases in now. So, and it won't go all the way up to 950. So, I mean, there's not necessarily, so I've shipped through 650. Not every backer number. I haven't shipped 650 cases, right? So there's not probably 250 between that, if that makes sense. I did a good job on Friday. Miguel, you should be, actually, I think I saw your name on that list, so you should be like super close to getting in there. So it's not far from being done. But now I've like whammied myself because now I have the new Retro 51s in. So actually I need to see if I can get the Burtons done this week, or that's going to get in my way. I didn't think about that. I can get pretty far this week, I think. Might have to cancel Thursday stream. Just kidding. Nice. Glad it made it down there. It's always fun shipping internationally. 5 bottles of ink. What'd you get? Morning re-whistles. What ink did you get? You're the ink queen. Oh, nice. Get some rare stuff. Limited edition. You've gone down a path. Do you get dinged with customs much in Australia? I haven't answered your email. Oh, about the raffle stuff. Yeah, I need to do that. I heard a rumor that the number 5 NIM will fit the Metro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've not tried that. Oh, $1,000? Yeah, no problem. I even marked these as gift. Brian talked me into doing these as gifts because that's how he does like all the spoke stuff. Considering like Kickstarter is a little bit different classification. Got my spoke yesterday. Yeah, that's like really close. Really close. Just the nib got your spoke pen. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Glad it arrived. We're getting on that one too. Every time I think I don't have much going on, I start saying it out loud. I was like, I gotta like. There's a lot of things I gotta mess with, which is fine. Like it's good. I'm glad to be busy. All right, should we open packages? I'm gonna open this one first because quite honestly, I don't know what it is. It's just from a reader or a customer. I'm wondering if this is like actually a knock return. And so like I don't even need to open this on stream. So this could be anything. It doesn't have like we issue these RMA stickers for that. So I'm gonna open this one off screen because I genuinely do not know what it is, and it's just from an individual, not a. Ooh, it's like sample stuff. Okay. You still have an A6 seed you need to send back to me? Okay. I need to do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I can show this because this is samples. All right. So I'm going to have to coordinate this opening. Oh, I know what this is. Is she here? Oh, I didn't see her yet. So this is what Even Supposing sent me from last stream or a couple streams ago. Yeah, I won't read the letter, but we were talking about the pencil sharpeners and the Aspara Mini, so that's what she sent me. Cool. So everyone likes these Aspara Minis, right? This was the one. And what you could get like a 12 pack of these on Amazon for something like what? It was pretty cheap, like $4 or $5. Oh, and I got the I'm gonna read this letter later because she's totally telling me. I hope she shows up today. She's been on these last few chats. I need to read this whole letter. It's super long. Yeah, this was from the CW pencil box. Yeah, this is super long, super good letter. Sorry, I'm totally like I'm kind of reading this, so if she pops on later. All right, so I got the Aspara, like that's what we were talking about, and I got some cool samples. Let's see what I got here. Also sent me, I know her and her sister. I need to check this out. So I'll put a link in the show notes. I know her and her sister. It's something related to women artists on Instagram, which I obviously completely support. So I need to put that in there. I need to make sure I tweet that out and share that info. Let me see what ink samples I got here. Diamine Blue Pearl, which I do not have. This looks kind of. Did y'all hear that? Sounded like a robot in here. Oh, this looks like a nice color. Nice blue black. Or bright blue. Diamine Enchanted Ocean. Now that's up my alley. Is that the shirt? No, this isn't the Hawaiian shirt. I wore that one last week. This is the fish shirt. The shirt is amazing. I'm not going to lie, Sarah. This shirt is amazing. This is my favorite shirt I bought. So I bought new shirts for the San Francisco trip. This was my favorite. I wore this one. Oh, yeah, not that kind of fish shirt. Diamond Enchanted Ocean looks awesome. So I'll be all about that. And the last one is Diamine Inferno Orange. Okay, this looks like, You're not gonna be able to see this, but there's like some crazy lava action going on in here. I'm all about it. So thank you, Even Supposing. When Even Supposing, if she makes it into the chat today, y'all gotta tell her. I don't know. Should we like play it cool and calm, like we didn't open her letter on chat, or should we just say, "Hey, you missed it, haha"? That'd be mean. That would be mean. Firefly and Arctic Ice. Okay, I gotta try those. Hey, Thunder Viking. All right, those look fantastic. And awesome. All right. So, okay, let me count here. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different packages we're going to go through today. So, I hope y'all are buckled up and caffeinated. And we are going kind of... Oh, Pat, you got your spoke pen. How'd you like it? All right, we're going sort of smallish to largest. There's actually a small one in here I need to get. Where'd it go? All right. I don't know what either of these next two packages are. This is a recurring theme for like half of these packages. So this one, I actually know who it's from. I mean, I recognize the sender. It's from William Hanna. And the thing is, I didn't request anything from them or order anything for them, nor did I get an email from them saying they were sending me something. So it's definitely notebooks, something inserty. It's checked commercial samples on the customs form. So let's see what we got. All right. So they always do a little tissue paper wrapping. I'm pretty happy with mine, Jesse. I'm not gonna lie. We'll talk about it more. I mean, it's with me. I've been using it a lot. That could be problematic. 16 Shimmertastic bottles plus 5 J Herbal. Overkill? I don't think so. That sounds accurate. Ooh, yours will be here. Oh, I want to see it. So you don't tell me what it is. Just I'll look for pictures online. So William Hanna. I couldn't have less of a clue what this is. Scones and crumpets. Welcome to the awesome stationery unboxing stream. So yeah, I need to manage my piles. All right, let me read this letter real quick because I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, so they definitely didn't. They definitely didn't let me know because they said, "I hope you don't mind, but I thought you might find these useful." So there you go. It was a secret. David's pretty smart here. Okay, so what he did, so David's the owner of William Hanna, and I have the A5 notebook. What he does, God, this is smart. This is why these modular notebooks work good. He said the way he uses his A5 is he takes an A6 sheet individually on the page he's working on, and he'll either use it as the note sheet like on the right hand. So like I have my weekly spread. We'll have to get this out and play around with it. This will go in the middle of my weekly spread for an additional to-do list or task list. You could even notch it up one and be an additional bookmark if you needed that. I have the bookmarks built in, but that's actually pretty smart. So he even says, I rarely use more than one side of this, so I'll just flip it over and use side 2 on the next week. So it's a good, it's a smart way to do inserts while still fitting in with your system. That David's a pretty smart guy. I approve of that usage. I'm totally going to test that out because I'm using the right-hand side for notes. I have Dan Don's hole punch at my house, so I haven't tried to test it with. It's like this big, like the hole punch thing. So it's sitting on my desk. It's like the size of a keyboard and weighs like about 5 keyboards. It's a monster. So this is cool. I guess I made sense when I was talking about that. We'll have to do a show and tell on that sometime more, but I'm using it daily. So I like that idea of just the extra A6 sheet that you can just slide in one at a time. Like I'll keep an extra stack and use one per week, so the bulk of the book doesn't get too out of whack. Salty Scott says, I was listening to the podcast and you mentioned a time while you were at work and got your vanishing point caught on your pants. Can I get the entire story of how that happened? I'm not gonna lie, I don't totally remember that one offhand. But who knows what I was doing. I was probably like, so when I was in IT, I worked, in your standard cube farm, but we managed like big hardware, like storage. So I'd have to go back into like our computer rooms and, in the cold rooms, and you're dealing with lots of wires and cables. So I was probably like crawling around or something and got it stuck. I don't know. I'd have to have, yeah, it was like 7 years ago. That was at my old job. I'd have to even remember what that was. I'll have to, if you tell me what episode number it is, and I'll go listen to it sometime. All right. Here's another one where I don't know anything about. It's from China. It's from Shenzhen, which is the home of everything. And it just says from HGKJ, and it's got notebooks in it. I know Pebble Stationery was sending me the blue notebooks, so maybe this is their shipping, like direct shipping of the blue notebooks, but there's like no mention. But I could be completely wrong. So this will be a surprise for me just as much as y'all. But I know I was expecting that from them. But I usually get stuff direct. Nope, I was right. That's what it is. So their shipping must be out of Shenzhen. I think where's Pebble? Philippines? So this was their blue Tomoe River. Oh man, these are nice. That's the Glacier edition. It kind of matches my shirt today. I like it. So this is the Tomoe River, the 52 GSM. So it's the thin Tomoe River. They have their... So this is way better than the Tiffany notebooks that I was talking about. Pebble's from Australia? Okay, I knew there was somewhere in that ballpark. I don't know why I was thinking Singapore. Thank you. So yeah, I love their pocket notebooks because the paper is nice and thin and the cover is very thick. So that's what you need in combination with the thin Tomoe River paper to have a thin notebook like this. Let me take one out here. Oh, should I take them out? I think I'm supposed to give these away. I'll take them out. It's no big deal. Don't tell anyone that I took their notebooks out. Or I might keep one and give one away. Whatever. No, I'll probably give both away. All right. So this is a very Tiffany color, and it's got the silver stamping. I'm kind of angling it there in the light so you can see it a little bit better maybe. So super fine dot grid on the page. Completely fantastic. I want to use this right now. I very, very much like the Pebble Stationery notebooks, and I'm totally going to tear this getting it back in. Can I do it? Can he do it, chat? Without destroying giveaway items. I'm not sure that he can. So let's take them both out and bend them a little bit. Oh, they're silver gilded on the edge. I didn't see that. I didn't hear that till I bent them and they crunched. You can't see that in there. But they're silver gilding on the pages. Now I even more want to steal these. Maybe I should just rip this on purpose so I can keep it. What do you think? All right, I think I got it. No worse for wear. Oh, look who's here. I'm gonna wait and see if chat gives up my details. Delete the VOD all as well. No, that just means I'll have to do it again. Technological, thanks so much. All right, so I think we should let her in on it, right? So we got the big unboxing today, even supposing. and I had a letter in my mail that I didn't know what was in, and it turned out it was from you. So you're gonna have to go back. I went from smallest package to largest, so you're gonna have to go back and listen. Once I realized it was you, I started scrolling through the chat to see if you were already in there. Urban Hafner, thanks, buddy. Good to see you. You have to go back, and I went back and scrolled, and I was like, oh, is she in here? Like, once I realized, as soon as I opened it and saw the pencil sharpener, I was like, oh, this is all coming back to me now. So I didn't read your letter all the way yet, so there might be some, like, waterworks going on or something later, so we'll save that for later. Plus it was like a couple pages long, so I wasn't going to read that to chat. So of course you missed it, so you'll have to go back. You can go back below on the Twitch stream, and I talked about it there. But yeah, thank you very much. I talked about the sharpener, and then we went through the ink colors, and then I will read the letter later, so thank you. All right. Oh, I miscounted packages. That was my phone case package. I already used that one. It just got stuck in the stack with everything else. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was right. I just missed that one. So that was trash. This is how my office looks at home. There's just like a pile of packages, and sometimes I like open things that I know what they are, like phone case, and then it just gets thrown in there with everything else. So all right, what's the next smallest? I'm measuring them up to see what's next. Let's open this. All right, I know what this is. But I have not seen one yet. All the stuff here. So this is from my friend Mike Rohde and Mike Shiano, who make the Sketchnote handbook, idea book. Handbook is the book. Was it the right phone case? Well, that was the envelope from the wrong phone case. So I used the second envelope to send back the bad one. So am I supposed to do this? Is that what they were all doing? Like all the preview copies everyone was buying? Like, I'm pretty sure all the pictures were in there. This thing, I don't understand the price point of this. Like, I'm going to yell at Mike Shiano, who makes these, who actually sent me this with Airship. Do they have their logo on there? Airship notebooks. This is super high quality. Thanks, TJ. We'll talk, actually, as soon as I'm done with this, we'll talk about that. Yeah, Big Apple Arcade things today. So, I got letters in here. So which one do you think's from Mike Rohde and which one do you think's from Mike Shiano? And they both have excellent handwriting, but I know who is who. So this has to be from Rohde. He's the Sketchnote guy, and this has to be from Shiano. He's the idea book guy. And they wanted to send me a copy, and I sent them some knot cases, maybe whoa, stickers everywhere. Nice. Oh, they have very nice stickers. Sketchbook, idea book. There's only like 4 or 5 days left on their campaign. It's on Kickstarter. I caught that. Boom. Ideas, not art. So that's a sketchbook, or ideas as art, maybe. All right. So there's my letter from Mike Rohde. Says, we hope you totally geek out on this version 3 Sketchnote idea book prototype. Looking forward to seeing how all of your pens do on its paper. Mike Rohde, I'm going to show you this letter because his handwriting is so good, they turned it into the Sketchnote font. So it's really cool. So that's Mike's handwriting. It's pretty wild. Should we turn on the desk cam? Would the desk cam be better? Or are y'all okay with me just holding this up? Maybe when we do some pen stuff, we'll do desk cam. Chipotle ad. Great, now I'm hungry. I ate a terrible breakfast this morning. Do y'all eat terrible breakfasts? I usually don't like to eat early, and today I had to eat early. I usually like to eat about 9 or 10, then I'll fix a real breakfast. Today I ate terrible breakfast. 2 donuts and a Sprite. That'd be better than what I ate. I ate those. Okay, so diversion before we talk more about this. Donuts and a Sprite, I would have been happier with this. I I ate, so my daughter doesn't eat breakfast before school as much as we've tried. My son generally kind of does. So he wants something quick and easy. So he likes those little donuts, those little sausage biscuits, like the 2 little mini sausage biscuits you throw in the microwave for a minute, and they're like super unhealthy, but they're just easy and good for breakfast. So we got those from him, and my wife bought like a bag of them. They're like 10 packs of them, 10 packs of 2 in there, and he ate the first one and said, "Oh, I don't like these." And he's eaten them before. He's like, "Oh, I don't like these anymore. These are gross." So now I have this whole bag of stuff sitting in there. Well, I was like, well, I'm not just going to let it go to waste. I don't really want to eat them, but now I'm feeling wasteful, so I ate them this morning. He's right. They are gross. he was totally right. So that I usually fix like eggs and some other stuff. Ooh, nice. I'll have a test with this one. So this was a prototype that so this is the letter from Mike Shiano, who makes the notebooks at Airship. He said there were some printing errors with this one, so bonus points if I can spot the errors. So that's a game I enjoy playing, because as you're going to find out on tomorrow's podcast, I'm going over Mike's theme system journal, and he doesn't know this yet, but I think we'll just call this segment constructive criticism, because I'm super picky about these types of things. So Mike, I am up to the challenge, not right now, of trying to find out the errors, but I bet you I at least want to take a crack at them. But this is a serious business notebook. Chicago Flag Field Notes has been out for a long time. If you go to their shop, like I have one at home, and they stamp it with the date of visit, it's like a giveaway. This is a big boy notebook. 128 pages of your new favorite paper, 2 bookmarks, expandable pocket, references. I love the colors. So this is a gray with the teal binding, and then the like orange highlights, even though that's on the thing. Oh, sorry, Jesse. I get very distracted. I was gonna yell at the price point because it's too cheap. It's too cheap. I think, what did we pay? You'll have to go on the Kickstarter. I paid $20 or less for a single notebook. This is a $25 or more notebook in my book. But I appreciate that. Like, if they can make money off the cost of these, that's great. So like that's some of the reference on the interior cover. That's all I was saying, Jesse. It's a really good price. I don't know how it's this cheap. And I shouldn't say cheap, inexpensive. So yeah, I definitely think they could charge more. But I'm glad they don't. Like, I don't know. I feel weird saying that kind of stuff. It's just the way I think about products now that I make stuff. I was like, this is exceptional quality. Like, this is debossed right here. Like, and you probably can't really see it. Debossed logos everywhere. Double bookmarks. It's a really impressive package. So, I mean, they're going to charge more after the campaign. So I appreciate that. Like, we charge less on our campaigns too. So I'm not making a thing out of it, but I'm just like, I feel like, maybe incorrectly, but I feel like I have a decent gauge on, expected what the value of a product is, just by looking at it. You see enough things, you go, oh, this is a good deal, or this is not a good deal. This one, I feel like, man, that's a way good deal. GJ, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, if you need a new sketchbook paper notebook, you should go back it on Kickstarter, because it's a crazy good price. So there you have it. I'm not going to try to get this back in. I quit. Notebooks come out, the packaging, they don't go back in. All right, quick break to talk about the giveaway today that TJ linked in the chat. Pensachi wanted to do something nice for the pen addict community by the idea book is a workbook, so that'll teach you how to sketchnote. The handbook is a notebook and workbook. The idea book is just a blank sketchbook for your sketch notes. The handbook, it will walk you through teaching you that. So I I did the, yeah, $19. Where is, let's see if this works today, because it wasn't working the other day. Yay, there it is. Put my chat bot out the way. There's the secret chat room. So Pen Sachi wanted to do something nice for me, for Pen Addicts, for listeners. Since we brought them up on the chat, on the podcast, they've been in contact, and they know we like the Sailor stuff, so they're like, hey, how about we do a giveaway? So yeah, this pen, it's called the Ruby Pink. It looks like a very watermelon-y color, which I appreciate. Like, I'll take any pink pen or any pink color, but I mean, Pen Sachi didn't ask me to do any of this other than they said, hey, we want to give you a pen to give away, and this is what they did. So I'm very thankful for that. We already have 326 entries, so go do that. Like, it's cool. That was a really nice thing for them to do. I usually limit my weekly giveaways for, like, I have a price point, because it's usually just something I've bought or gotten from a company, and I'll keep them like $25 or less is kind of like my just unwritten rule. So this is a super big giveaway, and I appreciate them doing that. So yeah, cool, thank you. So you should go enter. The paper in the Sketchnote idea book should be good for fountain pens. Go look at the product tests and all the testers they had. They had probably about 10 different people and use all kinds of different mediums for testing, and they have the results up on the product page. They have a really good Kickstarter page, and fountain pens look like they should be absolutely no issue at all. Like, people were throwing all kinds of products at it. You should go look at it. And Michael put in there that they were $19. That's a steal. Like I should be happy that it's that price. Like, I'm not mad. I don't want you to think I'm mad that they're not charging enough, but like, that is good value for a product. So that's that. All right. Next one. This is a side JetPens order because my wife ran out of her favorite pens. So I ordered one thing in here for me, and the rest is for her. So this is a JetPens order that I just made, like, on the side, not in my sponsorship stuff. That'll be the last thing we do. That'll be the big box. All right. Oh, so I haven't read. We got to read the cartoon. I usually don't get the cartoon because my order is not always going through. Oh, we don't. Oh, okay. You're gonna get me fired up now. Jeremy will be. Pick pin art. This seems to include international shipping. Other Kickstarter projects always charge extra. I charge what I get charged. I do not charge extra. I will take exception to that statement. I charge less usually than I get. Than I recharge back to people. So yes. So don't think we're charging extra for shipping. Y'all know my shipping stance. It's just like this necessary evil. All right. So oh, just Ashley. Yeah, okay, good. I figured as much, but I just wanted to make sure we were clear. Okay, I can't relay this this cartoon, but it's basically someone sneaking in. It's like a sneak. Oops. It's like a sneaking in. They get to the desk, and then they say, I knew you couldn't resist my new Kuratoga pencil. And they say, I was just going to borrow it. So I got to get my loaner pen made. I'm all about that idea we had on here. Yeah, and back to the shipping thing. I think we're going to have to go up on shipping next year, unfortunately. I think it's gotten ridiculous. So we'll see. All right. This is extra good. Oh, I just clicked something. This is extra good wrapping. So it's going to take me a second to get it out here. So you can see I ordered one thing at the behest of a reader, which I haven't tried. And then my wife said, oh, I've run out of my pens, will you order me some new ones? So the first thing I ordered was this bank paper from Life. I think a bunch of people use this and like it. So I've never tried it out at all. So I guess that's the blotting page. So it's just a blank writing pad, and a reader said that I really needed to test it out. That it's a really cool paper. So, and I've heard a lot of other people like it and use it. So this is something for me to test out. So when I went to do that, my wife had already said, I'd already written down the pen order that she wanted. So she likes, so it's Daryl's fault. Okay, well I approve of anything Daryl says. So we have the inner gel. So she's a big fan of the inner gel, but she likes the funky colors, even though this one's not that. Do they call this one navy or dark blue? Sorry, let me get my list back. So I tell you the color right, because I'm sure you can't see it. Navy blue. So she likes the inner gel navy blue. So 2 of those. She goes through pens pretty fast. She's a pharmacist, so she needs retractable pens that won't get stolen as much from work. Like if she leaves them out, like she'll know her ink color. So navy blue inner gels, and then turquoise inner gels, which she very much likes, and then teal ink joys. So these are the Paper Mate ink joys. I really like these for like a gel ink pen, like in a pinch. I'd probably choose these over like the G2. Like I have inordinate hate for G2. It's not really fair. The G2 is a good pen. Something on paper. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. So the G2 is a good pen. Like the G2 is a great pen. There's just like other options out there, like inner gels and ink joys that are cooler and are a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more modern than the G2. So yeah, the paper tasting guys from Yamamoto are super cool. Super cool. Send me an email. I might have some extra ones. Not everyone, just Rewizzle. Send me an email. I might have an extra sampler set that they gave me like 2 years ago. I think I still have a sack. The 2 sides of the bank paper are different. Yeah, the vanishing point wouldn't work. The fountain pens just don't work in general for her workplace. Okay, so I'll have to try the different sides of the paper. They totally feel the same, but I will test them out. So yeah, they didn't have. She actually uses brown a lot. And she blows through these ink cartridges. Like she empties them out constantly. She'll use all these like pretty quickly. So she'll be happy to get these. I'm trying to think what other colors. There was one other color there was a bright green and maybe a brown. So who knows? Who knows? All right. So that was like a side order. This next box interests me very much. It is from Kenro Industries. So, Jay, what's up? Jay was hanging at Notco HQ yesterday. Someone at Pelican Hub was telling me something about a sailor nib she uses on her triplicate paperwork. She's a judge. It sounded like she said a Keo nib, but I don't know if I heard it right and have no idea how it's spelled. What is the... I just know Pilot's very firm nibs, or generally like the PO nib, or like a posting nib. So Keo kind of rhymes with PO, which that's a Pilot posting nib, which would work for triplicate. It's a very firm, fine nib, but Sailor makes something similar. It's basically a nib that's like this. Like it's got a hook down on it, and this point is very firm, so you can press down on it a lot. It's made for postcard writing. All right, so Steven, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So I'm back on the Kenro list. Self-imposed ban from Kenro. Now that time period is up, we are back. We are back on the list now, and things just show up at my house. I do not know everything, not even close. I know people who know everything. I just happen to have access to a lot of people. So this just showed up. Like I talked to Carrie, and oh, thanks, Steve. Yeah, I've had the Twitch channel for a while, and it kind of went dormant over the summer, and now I'm getting back into it twice a week. We'll do some stationary stuff. Sometimes I'll play games. I haven't had much game time recently, but we'll do that. We'll set aside some game time stuff, especially now that Destiny's getting ready to come up. G Ganley, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So yeah, so I talked to Carrie. The group at Kinro are some of my best friends in the community. So it sucked not being able to work with them for a couple years. That's a long story. We can save that for another time. It's not a big deal. But that is resolved. And so Carrie, Brian, Ryan, Joel, everyone that works there, I talk to them regularly. They're good people. I love the products that they distribute. They're the distributors for Esterbrook, Aurora, who else? Montegrappa in the U.S. So good people. So that's a long way of me saying this box just showed up on my doorstep because it wouldn't fit in the mailbox. And Carrie didn't text me, didn't email me. I didn't hear from Brian or Ryan. So, I mean, do y'all want to take bets? I mean, it's got to be an Esterbrook, right? Yeah, I'm glad too, because those are some of my friends, and like they know my stance, and they respected my stance, and they were fine with that. And they said, when it's over, we'll talk, and we'll get back on the train. Honeycomb Esty, that's my guess too. It's either Honeycomb or that blue one, right? It's got to be an Esty, I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm glad they're back in my life too, because I mean, I never stopped being friends with them, but there is some, there's just, I have some principles that I have to stand on, and that was one of them. So yeah, the honeycomb looks great. When I saw it, and they gave us one to give away at. This doesn't look. It's wrapped in tissue paper. It doesn't look like an Esterbrook box. It looks like a. I might know what this is. I knew this was coming, but I didn't think it would come from Kinro. So it's a brown and orange box. So I'm helping. Let me open this first before I. Well, yeah, quizzical look. So I think I don't want to guess wrong, but now that I see the box, can you see that? So that's orange and brown here. I think I know what it is, even though I didn't expect it to come directly from them. If it's what I think it is, I'll tell you all that story. If it's not, we'll see what it is anyway. But I don't want to misspeak without opening it. Okay, it's what I thought. I am pretty excited about this. I'm going to tell you the story because it's the product that I thought. I didn't think it would be coming directly from Kinro. Let me crumple this up. And let me get some water. So Ron from Pen Chalet reached out to me week and a half ago. He's like, look, like, I know we're friends, and I know I sponsor, a bunch of your work. And Ron never asked me for anything. Like, Ron's just a good dude. He never asked me for anything. And he told me he had something that he wanted to ask me to do. And when he told me what it was, I was like, yes, absolutely. I'm all in. So there is a Montegrappa project right now for Team Fox for Parkinson's disease, for Parkinson's research. So Ron asked me, he said, hey, can he send me one of these pens, and could I just talk about the Parkinson's research that's going on? And I said, I would be thrilled to. Like, I would be super happy to do that for you. So Ron sent me this pen. I just assumed it would come from him, but I guess he got Kinro to send it to me directly so I could get it quick enough to tell everyone about this pen. But it's basically designed with Michael J. Fox's Team Fox for Parkinson's research. So all the proceeds, I'll have to look at the specific detail to see how they word it, but I'm assuming all the proceeds for the sale of this pen go to Parkinson's research. And it was done by the design. Oh, this is a really nice box. I mean, you know, these are kind of my colors, right? That orange really looks great. So this is Team Fox. So the pen is a Montegrappa pen made specifically for this project. It's two-tone. And one of the features, wow, this has a nice weight to it. This feels really good. One of the features, so it's called the Tulip, like someone mentioned in the chat. I don't have the details in front of me. Y'all can correct me what I'm saying, but basically an artist, and I believe he has Parkinson's or is related to someone's that has Parkinson's, design this clip for this pen, for this project to help support Parkinson's research. So this is a really great thing that Montegrappa is doing, that Team Fox is doing. And like, I mean, of course, I'm all over anything that I can do to help with charity work. Like, I love doing that. Like, we've had a great month with Relay FM. I'm always looking to, you know, help promote any charities that I can. And so when Ron asked me to do this, like I said, I couldn't say yes fast enough. So it was super easy to join up on this. And man, the pen's orange. Like, I love this. Like, this feels really good. It's hard to explain the weight of this pen. Like, it's an acrylic, but there's some weight to it. Let me see if it's got like a sleeve, like a brass sleeve in here. Yeah. So that's what I'm feeling. Inside there, you might be able to see it barely. There's a brass sleeve or some type of metal sleeve in there to give the barrel some weight. So you can see that up in there. And then, you know, your standard converter, standard Montegrappa nib. Let me turn on the desk cam to see. I don't know if we'll be able to see it any better. So there's the box. Desk cam needs to focus here. It's too much going on for desk cam. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to pick that up. But it's a this is an extra fine. I can't tell if it's steel or gold. I would guess it's the steel Yovo nibs that they're doing now. The new steel nibs are fantastic. I have one in the Montegrappa pen, the Montegrappa that I love since they switched to Yovo for that. Let's pull up the specs here. Wonder how I can search this. All right, so yeah, there's ballpoints, pens. So $3.95. It's a steel nib. It's a steel nib. So created by Timothy John for Parkinson's research. So Timothy is an artist that was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's. So what's the most affordable gold nib Montegrappa? I don't know off the top of my head, but like the whatever shape they do, some of the they might offer that in the copper ones. Do they offer gold? Whatever that shape is called, not the copper one itself, but whatever that shape's called. I'd have to look, honestly. But ever since they switched these Yovo nibs, which is around the time they did the Montegrappa, I've been thoroughly enjoying them. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong thing on my screen. So there's a little booklet that came that's got all the information. It's got all the artist information about them designing the clip. So it's just a really cool project, and I'm glad. I think the Montegrappa is worth it. I'll test this one out. I'll let you know specifically about this one. I think the first Montegrappa that I enjoyed using was the Montegrappa model, which uses this same nib. And this is post the original Copper Mule, which used the Bach nib, which I didn't enjoy. This nib is superior in every way, and that's what looks like it's on here. So I know I'm going to enjoy this. So, yeah. Great pen for a great cause. And, yeah, very cool. I'm gonna get some pictures of this pretty soon. Ink it up. What ink should go in there? Like, I usually don't do red, so I'll probably do orange. I might have an orange ink or two, maybe Fire on Fire, something like that. That might work good on there. But I'll have to think, because it's a little bit brown. It's a good color for fall. That is a serious box. Like, you could lose a finger in this box. Ready? Oh, let me put this thinger back. So I'll be posting about this pen. Caught it again. I am very, very good at that. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it, with the pen. Obviously, I'm going to promote it to help promote Parkinson's research, which is obviously very important. And then we'll see, I don't know, that red from earlier, from Even Supposing, that sparkly red. This is an extra fine nib. I usually have to go broader nib if I'm going to do that. So thank you, Ron Kenro, for sending this. I was not prepared for that today whatsoever. So this is very cool. Y'all check this out. Like, seriously. Yeah, so I don't know that I would do an auction. I think I'd probably just give it away. I've been talking to Jesse about how to do like real auctions and raffles for charity, right? Like, I have another product I want to give away for that, for the St. Jude's thing. So yeah, I got to look into that. $250K for St. Jude's is just amazing. Like, I can't imagine what Mike and Steven are feeling right now. I know what I feel, and like, it's hard to wrap your head around what the relay community has done this month for childhood cancer awareness. Like, I'm super proud to be a part of that. Like, I'm just pumped. Like, it's awesome. So I'm really, really amazed at this community. So it's been awesome, and thank y'all for being a part of it. It's super cool. Y'all go watch. We'll talk about it on the podcast tomorrow. But we'll just do a little quick recap of the event. But it's up on the Relay YouTube channel and has a podcast feed now. What's the new podcast? I got my phone right here. I can lift off. It starts with a D and it goes Departures. So there's a feed called Departures that has the full audio, and then the YouTube channel. So yeah, check that out. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. Get some of Mike's. We'll get some relayer feels for Mike tomorrow. Relay.org. All right, Jay. See ya. I will try to get that. It might not be tonight. We'll see. Like, today, I'm all over the place today. Like, I won't be home until probably like 5 o'clock tonight. So if I get it, it'll be late. But I want to do that. Actually, I need to get it to you tonight to see if you can turn it around quick so I can use it for the show tomorrow. So I'll do that. All right. I think we're ready for the big box. That was such a surprise. Like, I knew that was coming, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together that it'd be direct from Kenro. So I will definitely let Ron know that I got it, and I appreciate him, sending that my way and asking for my help in that, and I'm super glad to do it. Wonder how is... Oh, yeah, that's a great question, Michael. We'll ask him how he feels about shimmer inks. All right. This is the one I've been waiting for a couple weeks, and it's only a partial. So a couple weeks ago on stream, we picked out like my JetPens sponsorship stuff that I get. So like, I can pick like the pre-release or currently released items. Keep that knife handy. I might need it. So y'all helped me do that, and then kept not coming. Then I heard from them. They're just selling out of so many of the planners. So this was a lot of the planner stuff. And like, I didn't get my Hobonichi stuff because they sold out too quickly. All right, I think we'll turn desk cam back on for this because there's a lot of stuff. And I'm going to put maybe the most talked about thing right here in this desk cam for when it pops on. Let's see if I get this right. Can y'all see that? Too much glare. But it's the Tombow tape things, the adhesive glue tape that I was so confused about, and then all of y'all were raving about these, like, you got to get them, you got to get them, you got to get them. So look, I got a bunch of them apparently. So this is the holder, right? And these are my refills in this. So those pop into this, or are these all individual self-contained units too? Oh, glue, it says right there, if I'd read it, glue tape refills. So yes, this is what y'all made me buy. And once you explained to me what it was, I was super excited about it because of the way I have a journal where I cut out the pictures, and I usually just washi tape on them. This is what I can use to stick on them. So I guess I'll have to do a review of these because so many people were interested in them. Let me move this mat. It kind of messes with the camera a little bit. Even though I know that's still very glary, but maybe change the focus. So yeah, so made by Tombow. I don't even know if they have a name. It just says glue tape. Tombow Mono Dots adhesive. There it is. Mono Dots. So cool. I look forward to testing this out. Thank y'all for telling me to buy these. I appreciate it because I will totally use this. And if I don't, my kids will, I'm sure. Just send them straight to me. Yeah, a bunch of y'all were just like raving about these things. And I was like, fine, I'll get them. All right, next. What is this? Oh, this is a Statler. This looks like a new entry-level type pencil. It's a lightweight plastic. I don't know the model number. 92575 HB. It's fully plastic, but it's kind of all the same color throughout, even the eraser cap. So this looks like, I'm guessing this isn't a very expensive pen. This is probably like a $5-6 pencil. So that should be pretty good. Let me get some background over here. I don't know, maybe that'll, God, the color's so bad in here. So this is something I'll review or send out to review. I like the feel of it initially. Like it feels like a good pencil, as long as the price is right. That's the one thing I don't know about getting these products, is I don't know the price right offhand. But this feels like the $6 mechanical pencil, not the $16 mechanical pencil. So hopefully it's in that price range. Some of these products, this is one I had a hard time deciding about, and it's maybe better to just hold them up. Like I think it shows better than the desk cam. So let me knock that out. If I need to redo it, I will. But this was that Tombow that I really wanted but couldn't decide on the color because I thought I wanted the steel looking one, but the band on them really stood out and I thought it was kind of ugly. This one works out good. Was this one? This is the hairline black. So this is the Tombow. What do they call this one? No name on here. But these are already up on the site, I think, because we got to go look at them. So they use a rollerball refill, and we'll see which refill it is. I think it's a G2 style, maybe. We'll check. But it's got a rubber grip. I've always liked this style of pen by Tombow that they do. It's very cool. This is a sturdy pen. I think this was like a $30-something pen. It feels about like a $30-something pen. Squeaky metals. It's got a pretty short refill, but we'll have to see what fits in here. I'm generally pretty okay with Tombow's roller balls. This is the BK L5P. It does have, it has a stop in here, so I'm wondering if we'll really be able to modify the refills, because that's shorter than like a GT refill would be. It's not even worth me. I could try one of those Energel refills, but I know they're longer. So this might be a proprietary refill situation. Stereo Sound, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. It's awesome. But I like this pen. So this is going to be one of those. if you have a roller ball, um, if you like roller balls, this might be a good upgrade option, because I think like I'm thinking they were around 30 something dollars, which it's a good feeling pen. So yeah, very cool. We'll have to sort out who's going to review what here out of all this stuff. All right, this next one I am super jacked about. It's the Sarasa Vintage Colors. So they did. I just love the Sarasa clip. Yeah, Tony went and ordered them right like immediately last week off Amazon, I think. But they're just great colors. They're great pens. They're well made. They're cool. Like I enjoy using things that fit all of those categories. It's not just any regular pen off the shelf. It's a gel ink pen with a little something extra. You know, either it's the style or the feel or the weird colors like this, but still kind of normal for you to use. I appreciate that Sarasa does this. So, do they give color names on this in English? No, they do not. So, these are 0.5. This one is like a dark blue, slate blue, green, brown, burgundy kind of set. And then this one is black, gray, purple-ish, maroon, doo-doo brown kind of color, baby carrot poop brown. But I like these. Like, these are really great colors. Yeah, there's nothing I don't adore about the Sarasa clip. So much so that I got these two. I'm not sure what I'm more excited about. The vintage colors. I did say carrot poop. Baby carrot poop. That's the color of that pen. This is what I'm talking about right here. Like, I cannot wait to get these open. These, I'm not going to lie, there's not a great use case for these pens. Like, I don't want to write notes necessarily with these pens. I just like looking at them. I mean, like, how could you not want this on your desk? Like, this camera is not even getting close to the color. This looks like the regular orange. It's nowhere near regular orange. Yeah, the use case is pure joy. I'd say that's accurate. But, like, look at this. These are, like, mega neon ink colors. This camera's not even capturing. You probably can't read the yellow. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's, like, not a lot of use case for this other than fun, right? So, like, I will use this set way more than this set. But I could not get these. I wonder if they would work on black paper. Some of those gels don't work on black paper. They have to have the right pigment in them. I used to have keep some black paper here for that. But yeah, these are crazy. So, pretty happy about the Sarasa setup I got going here. So, very cool. All right, that's getting to be quite a stack down there. Back to the planners and the things. I didn't get all the stuff that I asked for. I don't know if I finished that statement in the beginning. So I got some of the planners, but the Hobonichi, like the weeks that I'm going to use, that didn't come because they sold out of it too fast to get it for me. So we will do that. Yes, we will review all 3 sets of those colors. Someone will. I don't know if I will. Sarah might. She's in here. We'll see. This is the TWSBI Inkwell thing. So there's the box. TWSBI logo. So I was hesitant about this just because I don't know that I would use it, right? So here's the instructions. Even if I don't, it's wicked cool. Like, this is a substantial item. Like, it is very well made. So that's got a double threaded thing here. So it allows you, let's see if we can get this in here, to post your converter on there and draw up the ink. It's got the little cup in there so you can pour the ink and get all the ink right into the bottom of the filling area, so when the ink gets low. It's exceptionally well made. This feels awesome. So yeah, like I don't, maybe I'll give it away. I just don't think I'd use it. It doesn't matter how cool it is. I just don't think I would actually use it. So this is really nice. This is like prime giveaway material, right? It would work for a review though. It's got the etched. You can't read it. It says Diamond Twisby on the bottom. There, impossible to see. But yeah, I just don't think I would use it, but it is nice. Like I'd like this on the desk. That it will most likely be given away, I think. Like that's what that's good for. I would definitely not use it. Yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. I mean, it's really cool. How much do these go for? They're probably like 20, 25 bucks, something like that. I don't even know. Whatever it is, it's worth it. It feels good. All right, we got more. We got a lot more. I need a drink. Let's see. Oh, I bought the like the fluorescent highlighters or fluorescent gel ink pens. There was no way I wasn't buying Unicorn Dreams Statler fine liners. That's actually the name of this set, is Unicorn Dreams. I mean, I'm all about that. So let me they make these cool little stand-up cases for you to use. So like you can use it, you can like set it up and set it on your desk and prop it up, and you have all your pens here. So these are the colors they believe are Unicorn Dreamy. So we have like a mint green, turquoise, lavender, rose, magenta-y, and purple. So do these fit Unicorn Dreams? We need something glittery. Like I need all this and gold glitter. Like, stole my shipping cooler containers out of my trunk. That stinks. Oh yeah, shipping supplies. Why would someone steal that? That stuff's expensive, and you need them. I need to order shipping supplies today. So we'll see when we review this if this is Unicorn Dreamy enough. I might take this review on. So it's their standard fine liners, but it's just a color set that they built. But I like these pens. They're pretty good. To be determined if they are Unicorn Dreamy enough, though. I do like the little stand. Good morning, Anissa. Work on that budget. Actually, you shouldn't be watching us if you're working on a budget. That's a huge mistake. I mean, Unicorn Dreams. Hello. Like, is that going in your budget? It should be in your budget. This is the wrong place to be. Oh, I did get some Hobonichi stuff. All right, cool. So this, I think I allocated for giveaway. This is the Hobonichi Techo 2020, and this is like the seafoam minty color. I think this is the one we picked out for me to give away, right? Sorry. That packaging's got to sound terrible on your monitors, but it's so much plastic. Like, everything is plasticky. This color came out really good. So it's the standard Techo. I'm not going to open that up. That's the, the award-winning championship belt-holding planner that everyone loves. I love too. And then this came out really good. It's like a mint caramel, maybe. I don't know, but this is the one we were going to give away. It's really nice. This color is great. Yeah, so we'll be giving this away. I need to do this sooner rather than later. I'll see. I'll make sure they have them in stock, and I might do this as soon as next week. But it's the whole set. It's the book and the cover. So I ordered this one to give away. It's really nice. I like this color. Approved on the color. Sorry. If I'm going to give it away, I want to protect it. Although I'm going to have to take it right back out to take pictures. Actually, that's one I usually just steal pictures from JetPens on. Just kidding. I give them a link. Give them a link back. All right. Here's something. This is the pen that I want the most. And it's in the box somewhere. So hold this thought. But right now, there's no pen. But this is the one that I want. For me. What are these? Oh, these are my Hobonichi stamps. So these are the notebook stamp and the open notebook stamp. So notebook cover, notebook open stamps. Let's see what they look like. Oh, and I did, talking about the stamps, my big stamp I got, he said it's okay if I link to him. So I will link to Brendan when I do that. It's probably hard to see. But it's a little notebook stamp. That's cool. This is like a serious block. It's big. All right, so yeah. Let's see the open notebook. If anyone has any favorite stamp inks, let me know. Like, I just randomly picked like black archival ink for some of my stamps. If you have a favorite ink stamping pad, I would like to know that. That's something I could use some recommendations on, other than just like taking shots in the dark. All right. Whee! All right, next. Okay, I found the pen that was supposed to be in the cover. We'll do that in a second. That one's for me. All right, this is the Midori 2020 notebook diary. Almost all of these are going to be given away. It's really hard to review planners, right? Because you're not really going to use them until next year. We could tell you if the paper's good or if the layout's funky. But like, how do you review like planners? So we have the Jibun Techo and the Midori MD. I want to go through these and like look at the layouts. Not today, but is that review worthy? Like, is it worth my time to do a review of saying, hey, look at this layout? And plus, like, if I do 3 of these planners, I don't want to ink test in them and just ruin the planners when I know I'm not going to use them. So I get them honestly to give away, like, or to like people can ask questions and refer to them and things like that. But I don't want them to go to waste. I want them to be used. So I'll be checking these out. See what these layouts are like. This one's gonna be tough because they switched the paper this year, and I really want to test out the paper. They were Tomoe River in the past on the G-Wing Techo. Now they're using a Kokuyo proprietary paper or some new paper that they work with someone on. So I might do a review of this one because 1, it's popular, and 2, they changed the paper. So that might be a worthwhile like commentary to have on this one. The Midori will probably just go like straight up giveaway once I'm doing those. Yeah, there's nothing on here I can read. I see I gotta figure that out, so I gotta work on that. Hang on one second. Okay. It's getting warm in here all of a sudden, so I was making sure the air was reasonable. All right. Oh, this was that weird Lamy pen. So when's Lamy gonna hire me, by the way? We need to have another talk with Lamy. This was that multi-pen that I hadn't seen before. So it's, yeah. So this is a multi-pen. Looks like a steel or aluminum barrel. I'm guessing aluminum. I'll have to read the specifics. Layout reviews are useful. Okay. I mean, I think that's fair. Okay. Like, I'm the same way. It's like, well, I'm not going to get it if the layout doesn't suit me. So this is a twist. Okay. So it's got a hard stop. So it's 2 colors. So red, black, and pencil. This is an aluminum barrel. The plunger, the knock, does the pencil. It locks in place on the pen. It's kind of nice. I don't know. It's my initial thoughts. It feels like about a 1/2 inch too long, maybe a 1/4 inch too long. The grip section has some texture to it. Like, it's got some micro stripes you probably can't even see on here to feel. But it's good. It feels good. It's got a texture. I'll have to look at the price point of this, because if you can get the Lamy 2000 multi-pen, I would get that every time. Yeah, I know. I need to look it up. It's called the 745. See if that's even on the site yet. Yes, $68. And it comes in black. So it's the Lamy ST Tri-Pen. So I got brushed stainless steel is $68. And then the black is $63. So that's around the the 2000. The click feels better. So like, this is a fine pen. Like, it'll do well, but I think the 2000 multi-pen is the answer. Like, this is just an extra product line type of thing. Cheap pocket planner for next year. That's good. See if you can stick with it. I approve that message. All right, here's the pen. So this is the Lilliput, the stainless steel ballpoint, capped ballpoint. Like, this might be worth putting the camera back. So I hear it rattling around, so I don't know if it's come apart somehow. Yeah, it's just all kinds of different pieces, parts moving around in here. Yeah, so this is a very engineered product. I don't think it likes the white background. So the D2 takes D2 refills, so I'll swap this into the Kaweco ones aren't bad, but I'll swap it into a Jetstream or one of the gel Zebras that are ridiculously priced. But so this will screw into the front end here, right? This will screw back on here, and this will screw on here to give me a full-sized writing pen. It is very engineered. Feels good. These threads are pretty sharp on my fingers. Like, I'm not totally on them, but if I move the wrong way, I can feel them. When I'm writing, I don't think I would feel them, but if I move my fingers up and down, I do. So maybe don't move your fingers up and down. So this is the stainless steel one. The only mini ballpoint I've had was the knock one, and it's actually just about too small for me. So you can get this and then swap in a cool D1 refill, and this is stainless steel, so it's heavy, right? This is a sturdy, dense pen. It's not lightweight like the aluminum. So The threads, like on the fountain, this is almost identical to the fountain pen one, except it doesn't have this section. I mean, it's got the nib unit right here. Oh, I'm not on the camera. So yes, the fountain pens are built like this. The ballpoint generally hasn't. The ballpoint in the past has had a knock. So now this is almost identical to the fountain pen model, which I prefer this one over the retractable Lilliput ballpoint. It's too small and too light. It's a killer design. I think it's too small. This one is not. This is what I was looking forward to the most out of this entire box, because this is my kind of pen. Sharp threads. I don't recall. Now I see what you're saying. Were the threads like this on the fountain pen? I don't recall them being noticeable like this. Like, I immediately noticed this on the fountain pen. I don't think I've ever noticed the threads. I see what you're saying now. So yeah, that's also something that will get knocked down as you use it, right? So that just could be the initial part. I would love it in supersize. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they made it. I mean, they're obviously, they're converting, they're doing probably what they should have done in the beginning is, make these parts swappable with the fountain pen, right? They can make the barrel, the cap, and then just change the front end for the fountain pen or ballpoint. So now my question is, can I put this front end piece on like my fire blue barrel? Now we're talking. That has me mega interested. But I like it like this mostly. So, all right. I picked out a bunch of more random fine liners just to check out some of the colors. They were putting so this one is different. So this black one is a permanent fine liner, which is interesting because you usually don't get a permanent marker in the ultra fine tips like this. So I think these tips are around 03. That's what they look like off the top of my head. Nemodos, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And then these, I just picked a grouping of random new colors. So this is chocolate brown, dove gray, azure, and antique pink. So just some different, they were expanding their color lineup, so I just picked out a bunch of new colors. These are just be things I play around with. This I'm super interested in because it's a permanent fine liner. So kind of interesting to have a permanent marker that fine. Like the Sharpie ultra fines are not anywhere near this fine. So if this works well, that could be an interesting kind of add-on product that you just kind of kept around the house for different projects. I'll be anxious to see how that works. All right, last stack. Oh man, I think I got almost everything I asked for except the one for me, the weeks for me. So we got the herringbone weeks, which is pretty cool. Maybe I'll just steal that and wait for the Tokyo. I got the Tokyo Tower, Tokyo Needle. What did they call that one? So we'll have to check that one out. So I'm going to open this up, even though I think I'm going to give this away. Or am I giving this away? What is this? So this is the pouch diary. Who makes this? What is this? This is Midori. Okay. We'll come back to the weeks in just a second. I got some smaller. This one's definitely given away. So this is the Midori pouch diary. So it's got a built-in planner, and this is almost like a wallet. So it's got slots over here. It's got a pocket right here on this side. So this is pretty cool. It's got monthly and weekly layouts. So it has what Midori likes to do, which is what I like. So single week, all on one side, and then blank notes for the opposite side. So this is the kind of thing for that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I definitely bought this one to give away. So we'll do a giveaway for that. Maybe I don't know. I got a lot of time before the next year. I was thinking I should do like one big planner giveaway and give away like 5 of them in one shot, but I got enough time between now and the end of the year to spread it out some. So maybe I'll do that. Brad, I got an unrelated question. What do you think is the best type of pen for use at the gym, getting thrown around and noting exercises, etc.? A ballpoint of some kind. I mean, a Fisher space pen if it's really going to be like a problem, especially if you're doing outside stuff. Otherwise, I'd look at like a Jetstream, just any kind of. All right, thanks, Even Supposing, and I'll shoot you an email or because I'm not going to reply to your letter. I'm not going to write you a letter. But I'll read your letter later, and thank you very much. I appreciate you. So yeah, it's got to be ballpoint just for ease of use in that environment. So Salty Scott, are you and Mike still in love with the Retro 51? I use them all the time. I just really enjoy that writing experience. I enjoy the style. Yeah, I do. It doesn't hurt that I got a bunch I got to sell this weekend, maybe. All right, what did I order here? So this is a Kikuyo Light Mini Diary. I like the format of this. It is nice, thin-ish. So this is, okay, so what this specifically is, this is the Jibun Techo Light. So, ooh, 1:30 a.m. Go to bed. I couldn't do that. I'm too old to stay up that late. I'd be wrecked. This could be a thing for the Jibun Techo layout without all of the extras. And I guess relatedly, this is the Jibun Techo Biz. Yeah, a Kara's Custom exterior barrel, and then pop a ballpoint refill in there probably. So this is, I don't know what the difference is between the light, the Biz, and the big one I had. Oh, this one's called Biz too. Did I order? Okay. I'm looking at the back side of these. Okay, I think this one just has a cover, and this one's just the notebook. I think that's what we have going on here. Yeah, what do they have, like the elephant poo book? Elephant poo notebook? Something like that. So I think I ordered two of the same thing. This one just happens to have a cover and this one doesn't. Well, that makes me more want to try the paper. Oh, I just noticed they have the paper up here now. Mio paper. So yeah, it's totally immobilizing. That's why I'm going, I figured it out that I'm going with the weeks. And I'm going to stick with that. So these two are the same. One has a cover. This one is a more compact version of the Biz, as best I can gather. Because when I go to the back side, they have the same page layouts. This one just must have less, maybe yearly planning calendars. This is something like I'll have to research before I give them away. Something like that. Yearly schedule, monthly schedule, weekly schedule. Okay, so I'm reading the light. Yearly, monthly, weekly schedules, my dream, free lists, and looking back. This has weekly, monthly, and yearly schedule, monthly project, my dream, money plan, weekly plan, Japan map, lists of phrases, recommendations, books, movies, gifts and promise, looking back, and personal data. So yeah, this is basically the stripped down version of the big one, which is not stripped down in usefulness at all. Like, this contains most of the stuff. So that'll be something we look at. And now, since I have two of these, I will absolutely test this Jibun Techo paper and give away the one with the cover. That'll be a nicer giveaway anyway. So we'll give that one, give away the cover one. We'll give away the light, even though I think I'm going to do, I'll do more on this because I think this could actually be a thing. It's smaller, more compact, and has all the things you need in there. So I'm most interested in that, even though I don't think I would use it. All right, last thing, we'll crack this week's open. So this is the weeks I'm going to give away. So it looks like I got almost everything but my weeks. So I'll live with that. Turns out I picked one of the more popular ones. Am I gaming today? I don't think I'm gonna have time to game today. We gotta figure out some game time though. I'm gonna have to work on just like some game only streams, or eventually maybe I won't have Stationery to talk about and we'll do games. But I like playing No Man's Sky, and the new Destiny's coming out. Ooh. So this is really nice herringbone. It's like a silk maybe. It's got good texture to it. I love the little subtle Hobonichi at the bottom there. That's really cool. They're in papers. Can you see that? Let's say hobo, 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 hobo. I am using a Blue Yeti. If I ever ramp up the stream to even more levels, I will switch out the mics. It's not a great streaming mic. And yeah, this is the layout I want. So full week down the side and then notes across. So Salty Scott, I will answer that momentarily. It's a good question. So yeah, this is gonna be my planner for this year. I think. I don't know. I'm really digging that William Hanna, right? Can I use them both for something? Because it's the same layout. It's the layout. Layout first is the most important thing to me, and then everything else second. And this, why I chose the weeks, it has the layout I want. Why I like the William Hanna is it has the layout I want. And then, you know, how does everything else work? Like, is it cool? Is it something I enjoy using? Like, I think that plays a part of it. Hey, does this look cool? So yeah, we'll go with the weeks. And we'll see. Hopefully mine comes in. Hopefully it's not completely sold out. Maybe I'll hold this till last just in case I need to steal it for myself. That's it. What a box. That was a lot of stuff. So we did good on that one. What is ink blotting tape and do you use it? So it's a remnant of old inks and desks to where they would write a letter, need to fold it up, and not have the ink dry or ink be wet when they fold it up so it's still legible. So you could take this, it's kind of a blotting rocker. It looks like a big stamp, and you just roll it across the page, and it basically take off the extra ink on there. So you can use, now you can just buy blotting paper. There's actually, so this notebook I bought, this pink sheet in front is actually blotting paper. So it's a thick, fibrous paper that you put between the pages. So like I would write the page here and then put this down and shut my book. That way the ink wouldn't transfer and make my writing illegible. It's not a huge problem these days. I don't use blotting paper religiously. I use blotting paper more as a hand rest for oils on my hand when I'm writing, right? So I'll have like a piece of paper down here while I'm writing up here and move it down the page just so my hands don't get the page wet or wrinkly, like if I'm sweaty or moist, or oily, right? So the paper consistency is the same. So I don't use blotting paper traditional as like a way to dry the ink on the page, but I'll use it to, it's like good for a bookmark, and then I'll use it to rest my hand on as I'm writing on the page. So it's not really a necessity. Salty Scott's also asking, I'm not really an adult. Well, you're in the right place. Do you guys all use planners? Are they just helpful, or are they really important to have? Maybe you just use them to use pens. That's a really good question. We don't all use planners. I've only used a planner for the past couple of years. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. It's not a necessity. They're more helpful than important, but it depends on who you are and how you use them. So there's so many use cases for a planner. Maybe you just use them to use pens. Not so much on planners. Journals for sure used to use pens, but once you kind of get in that analog mindset, well, I'm using, like you say, if I'm using these great pens, well, maybe I should try to have my task list in a planner. So things like that. So, it's certainly not a necessity, but it's a lot of people find it helpful. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing. What's the weirdest pen you have reviewed? What is the weirdest pen I've reviewed? Hmm. It's a good question. I should review more weird pens. The pen type B is always a weird one, even though that's my personal favorite. It does fall in the weird category. The 2 pen thingy, what's that called? Oh, the I don't know. Mario, what's his name? Oh, yeah, that India ink pen is weird. Some people are liking it, some people are having trouble so far, which is about par for the course. The 2 pen, thank you. So yeah, the double one is, that one's weird because it's honestly not that useful. It's just cool. Like, I bought it because it was cool. It's not a super useful. Difference between an italic nib and a stub nib: the edge of the nib, so like the sides of the nib on a stub nib are rounded, so it's a softer feeling when you're writing. And then the cursive italic has a sharper edge, so you can get more line variation, but if you hold the pen angle wrong, the edge of the nib tends to dig into the paper. The vibrating thing, I don't remember that one. Oh, we're getting all kinds of crazy. Yeah, the 2 pen. I like the 2 pen. Like, I respect the 2 pen. It's not technically a good pen, right? It's not a writer's writing pen, but I like what it is and how it was made. The stippling pen, oh yeah, that one was super janky. It did the it's basically a rehash of an old like stippling type pen. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Or weird. I was not interested. They reached out, I think, or at least I got an email, at least on the PR list or something. And I was like, no. Visionaire was just a bad story. It wasn't technically a bad pen, but it was a terrible story. Oh yeah, I do ink reviews. I don't do a ton of ink reviews. Jessie writes for Well Appointed Desk. She does a ton of ink reviews. You can go to mountainofink.com, but you can just go on my site and search ink reviews, and they'll pop up. You can click the link. What are some good inks to try? That's a huge question. I just check out some of those reviews and see what colors you like, and then see what brands get good reviews. Say like, Pilot or Roshizuku. Like, that's just generally a good ink. Yeah, Mike from Ink Dependence, he has like all ink reviews on his site and his YouTube channel. So, Mountain of Ink has things sorted by color, so you can click on a color. So yeah, lefty and quick drying, you want to start with, like your basics like Pilot Blue. Do I have a shipping update on the Burton? Yes, we're through 650, backer number 650 as of yesterday. So that's the latest update. And that gives me about 250 more to go. So hopefully a week or two. So I need to get them done sooner than later because I'm about to have to ship a retro project, which is another 500 orders in the span of a couple months. So that's not too bad. I'll get them done. So Burton's will be first. So 250 or so left to ship. That's really not a lot. If I can get groups of hours together, I could knock that out, but that's getting groups of hours. That's always the kicker. So getting there, almost. I'm racing Brian to see if I can get the Burton out before the Spoke. That's actually not a race. The Spoke won't be out first, but they're coming. They keep coming out. What number are you, Cade Father? Oh, yeah. Then yours will ship this week. Do I have all the Burtons in hand? I think so. I still think I'm owed a few, but I think I have enough to ship for the orders that I have. Looking forward to the retro. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's kind of like my shirt. Oh, glad you like the spoke pen. I'm super happy with it. I love that pen. I showed it to a friend yesterday. They're like, oh, I get it. Pilot does not sell individual nibs. In general, what people will do if they want to switch something into the Metro is they'll buy either the Plumix or the penmanship. So the Plumix is a pen with an italic nib on it, like a 0.9 millimeter width. And you can remove the nib from the Plumix, put it on the Metropolitan. And the penmanship is an extra fine nib, which you can remove it and put it on the Metropolitan. Both of those will be cheaper than trying to source any loose Pilot nib. Tony, did you even back the spoke? I don't know if you backed it or not. It's a good fidget pen. Yeah, okay. That lines up. That's I figured where it was going. Glad you like it, Alexander. Too many supers there? No, I'm a big super guy. Like I say super a lot. So super glad you super like it. We'll super make some more to sell to everyone else super soon, hopefully. Yeah, that's going to be the way to get a nib into Metropolitan. That's a very common thing to do, and it's a very easy thing to do. The nib just pretty much just pulls out, and then you can reseat it back on the feed and slide it back into the Metropolitan. I do it all the time. It's very simple. Don't get intimidated. And the Plumix and penmanship are like $6 to $8. I mean, you normally just can't buy a loose nib for that much. All right, so on the podcast tomorrow, I'm going to go over the theme system with Mike. He doesn't know this yet. I told him I was going to do it and go through the website and go through the notebook. I'm not sure he's going to be ready for my feedback, so we'll see. If we don't talk about the theme system journal, I'm not telling him what my feedback is. But if we don't talk about it, you'll know that it was Mike's fault, not mine. Because that's what I'm preparing for tomorrow's show. He'll be amenable to it, though. Like, he's looking for feedback. So now that I've actually used it, committed the time to it, and he got the website up, and I've read the website, I'm now ready to give feedback. I have the last 2 Cortex episodes, and I don't know if I should listen to them or not before feedback. I'm leaning towards not. So, John, I like it more than I thought I would. That's spoiler alert. And as I started using it, I was like, I can get behind this. So yeah, I think I'm not going to listen to the most recent 2 Cortex episodes because I don't want to be swayed by that. I want my feedback to be just my thoughts and not have other thoughts in my head. So look for that tomorrow on the podcast. What else were we going to talk about? I had some other big topic on there I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I mean, you don't always have to take out the nib when you clean a pen, but if you could invest in a nasal aspirator to pressure wash in the nib, like you fill the aspirator with water, set it on the nib, and just squeeze it through really hard until that water runs clear. And once you don't see the black anymore in the ink, I rarely take out the nib and feed from my pens to clean them. I do sometimes, but you don't have to. Yeah, John, I already slotted it in with my planner. Like, I just stuck the notebook in there. So I'm gonna go through that tomorrow. Maybe I'll take some pictures. I've only used it for, like, yesterday was day 1. So I did all the setup stuff and then did my first day, and then my first day, like, tasks, so those type of things. So, and then went through the website. So I hopefully he's amenable to it because I'm gonna question him on a couple of things. But I don't want to spoil it. So I won't put my notes in the show notes before I talk to him. I just want to tell him I want to talk about it and give him the breakdown. So it'll be fun. It's good. I hope it's good feedback. The only thing I don't know is, like, okay, maybe these are topics they already covered, but, like, I don't care. Like, he'll tell me, we already discussed this. No big deal. God, I'm blanking on the other topic I wanted to cover. Some other pen stuff. Yeah. Send me topics if you want. Oh, I know. I want to get Jay. Jay's going to do a word cloud. So we have the Ask TPA spreadsheet, and I'd been deleting off lines so I don't have to scroll as far. But Jay's like, hey, that's a cool data set. Send me, like, I can remove all the information, like the name and date information, just give him like the sentences, and he's going to make a word cloud out of like that data to see what the most common thing people asked. So that's cool. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully we can get that done by tomorrow, but that kind of relies on me. I'm going to do that after this on the way when I get home. Send him that. So I think that's going to wrap it. If y'all have anything else, you know where to find me. This stream was fun. I like the big unboxing streams. They go by fast. They're kind of crazy. There's lots of stuff. I keep doing that because I'm looking at how much of a mess the floor is. I'll take a picture. I'll put it up on the Instagram after this so we can see what the mess looks like before I pick it all up. At some point, the garage door is going to stop going up and down too. So at some point, I'd love you to hear discuss diatramenous inks on the pen, and I can really see these discussed in blogs, YouTube, etc. That's a great point. I don't know why, because I really enjoy them. One of my favorite inks I've ever used is the Ben Franklin dark blue ink. It's like a navy blue, and it's really cool. No, it's the garage floor under me right now, and it just keeps on going. Sorry about that. Studio B troubles, but hey, it's a pretty studio. So, yeah, we'll figure. Yeah, Sarasa vintage clip. I mean, I'll take full blame on that one. That's just a good pen. Like, it's fun, and they're good colors, and they're different. All right, on that garage door opening or closing, we're gonna call it a day. Thank y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.